Hello again, Dina here from Safe Soda. Thank you for joining us. We've been asked many times to do a frequently asked questions section. So what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be doing one video per question in our list of questions on our website. The first one I'm going to be doing today is how do you actually check your pH and alkalinity of your body? Now what we do is we actually check our saliva first thing in the morning with our new pH and alkalinity strips that we actually get manufactured over in the UK. Now, before I show you how we do this, just a bit on why we use the saliva. So the saliva is actually what they class as an extracellular fluid, which means it's a fluid outside the cells. Now, this is what we're checking. We're not checking the blood, we're checking the fluid outside the cells. The blood will always maintain a level pH and alkalinity, otherwise you die, but it's your extracellular fluid that basically gets depleted from bicarb and alkalinity. And that's what we need to replenish, because that's where your blood sucks the bicarb and alkalinity from, is from your extracellular fluids. So, before I go any further, we're going to ask for the help of our little friend here. So the saliva is part of your digestive system. So if we switch on the digestive system here, if I zoom in on the head, the skeleton part here, your saliva, we have 3 pairs of salivary glands in our bodies. Now, if I remove the bottom jaw here, I'll hide that. You can see here, so we've got salivary glands here on both sides of the face. And underneath there, you can see your salivary glands. We've got 2 pairs here, that one, and those 2 back there. So these are your salivary glands that produce saliva. Now, one of your major compositions of your saliva is actually bicarb. Bicarb is very, very important because it actually begins the digestive process in your body. So we'll just flip back to the camera here. Now, the first enzyme that's actually released when you chew your food is called amylase. So amylase breaks down your starches and everything in your body while you're actually chewing, and that only gets activated in alkalinity. So having the correct alkalinity in your body is very, very important. So how do we check this? Well, we've got our new pH and alkalinity strips. So if I flick over to this screen here, I'll show you what that looks like. So these are our strips here. So this is the front. On the back, you can see the nice little pretty colors here. So how do those colors work? Well, if I go to the next screen here, on the back of these bottles, we've got the top, which is pH, and the bottom one, which is alkalinity. Now, alkalinity is more important because alkalinity is actually what neutralizes an acid, not pH. So the alkalinity one is the most important one to check when we're checking our saliva. Now, our aim is to get our alkalinity up to about 240 or above for about 3 or 4 weeks consistently without dropping back down. This means we've got strength of alkalinity that your body actually requires. Once you've gone up to to that section there and kept there for basically about 3 or 4 weeks, you can drop back to 1 dose per day, and basically you end up here. That's where you usually end up, which is this one here. That's right there. So this here is that middle one there, and that's where you end up. So that's basically, let's get rid of all this. Yeah, so that's where you should end up, is this one here and that one there, once you've gone through this process. So how do we actually check your saliva? Well, first thing we need to do is we need to get some saliva first thing in the morning, and we usually say you put it into a spoon. So put a bit of saliva on your spoon first thing in the morning before you drink or brush your teeth or eat or anything like that. Have a few brand new swallows, so there's brand new saliva coming out. Then once you put your strip in your saliva, you basically read the back of the legend there to match the colors, and that's where you see where you're at. Now I'll just flick back to the camera here so we can see what that looks like. So these strips here on the back there, I've shown you that legend. So if I take one of the strips out, you can see they all just come out and start with a yellow. You can see yellow and yellow there. So while you're holding them like this, the top is pH, the bottom is actually alkalinity. So the alkalinity is basically the most important one. So if you're not basically between 120 alkalinity and 7.5, you need to raise that up to where we're supposed to be. So here is a spoon. I'm not going to be spitting on a spoon in front of you guys. So here's a bit of saliva. This is the strip, and this is what your body should be first thing in the morning when you actually check your saliva. So you can see the nice pretty colors there, and that's where we're supposed to be. So that's how you check your saliva, your pH and alkalinity first thing in the morning. Now, like I said to you, we don't check the urine because the urine checks what you're wasting. So your urine is a waste product of your body. It doesn't tell you what your extracellular pH and alkalinity is, and hence that's why we check the saliva. That's question number one. Just follow down the steps of the website, and each question will have a single video. Thank you very much.